Hey!
I'm pulled out.
You're pulled out?
Oh.
You ain't joking.
Did you hit play?
I hit record. Welcome back to Journey to the Darkside. I'm Daniel.
I'm Simon, apparently.
And yes, we are back with yet another episode of Journey to the Darkside.
Man.
Where are we going to now? Where's the journey going to take us this week?
I don't know, but the journey has taken us in some pretty good places so far.
You know what? It's been a pretty good year so far. We finally got to 96.
I know it.
That's what we've been waiting on. A lot of people argue, I know when you look it up online, there's different people who will credit different parts with the Attitude Era. But to me, for whatever reason, King of the Ring was the 96 was to me the birthplace of the Attitude Era. I always because that month alone, not only do we have Stone Cold's infamous fucking, rant that coined, Austin 316, but over on the other company, we had the birth of the NWO. So it just seems like it's just kind of cool that two different companies launched two different revolutions and two different companies at the same time. So even though we're technically far away from the Attitude Era, to me, 96 or June of 96 is where it starts for me. And
we're not far
up there. So that's what I'm saying. This is my era right here. This is what I've been waiting for right here. This year alone. So
is this one guy's like last big hurrah?
I think it is. He got one more match after this. Actually, he does come back for a main event. But we'll get all that later. We will. Let's where are we at? What's the event?
WrestleMania 12.
WrestleMania 12. Hollywood, baby.
Man, backlot brawls and the whole thing. Backlot brawls.
There are some backlot brawls as well.
Oh man, March 31st in 1996 from the Arrowhead Pond in Anaheim, California, and we'll return there in 2000.
Oh, that's right, for WrestleMania 2000.
Yeah.
The 16th one.
Yeah. But we'll get there later.
Yeah, actually, we won't. No, we won't. Taker's
We won't.
riding a bike at that point.
Man.
Or will be.
Son of a bitch. Not yet.
Okay, so where are we attendance-wise?
Oh, I was going to say, what do you think?
This is WrestleMania
12?
You know what I'm saying?
LA
15,000.
Oh,
I undershot it.
I undershot
it. I knew I was going to do that.
18,853. Now, my viewing eyes saw a lot more. Like, it looks way more packed.
You know why? Because
business is down.
Business is down. We didn't have a ridiculous fucking set. We had a hole in the wall.
Yeah.
A good looking hole in the wall. I love the purple WrestleMania.
Yeah.
What was that, hexagon? And whatever. But you have people that can sit above that, and I always kind of miss those days. I like whenever Hogan would come out, and then he would turn around. You guys too, and I like that setting. And you can fit more people.
And I'm going to think
that's why we got out of the arenas, I guess. What stadiums?
The next time that WrestleMania appears at this arena might be the first time we have a big elaborate set.
It's a little bit bigger. I don't think it's the big set shit, but I think it's a little bit bigger. I think 17 was the first one. Ridiculous.
And we'll get there.
Oh yeah. We definitely will get to that one. Oh, I can't wait to fucking get to that one.
The gimmick battle royal.
Oh, better believe it. Goldie Gooker.
God damn.
He comes back. Cornell was in that too, wasn't he?
Oh, dude, you got an arm on you.
That one? That's there it is. Still bigger, but anyways.
They can't see that.
But
yeah, like it looked like a lot more people than that. This is the first time I actually viewed the attendance of it. When I was watching it a couple days ago, I was like, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, business is down. I was expecting it to be in a bingo hall.
Yeah.
No,
it's good. That's the thing, dude. Never do skimp on that. Like, they will still pretend like, we're not the world. We are still the leader of sports entertainment.
I mean, think about it. Like, business is down right now. If we're going to talk current real quick.
Yeah.
Now, this WrestleMania doesn't count.
Nope, it counts.
With the attendance of 0.
Yeah, tie something on there.
But
in the ground.
WrestleMania is still.
Oh yeah.
Crowds. The last one, what was it? 100?
Yeah, I would say they still do great.
Now maybe they fluff numbers and they kind of like.
I will still dispute that. I don't care what fucking Meltzer said. I think WrestleMania is great.
He's gonna
hit shit. He's gonna conjure.
Hanging out in the closet there. If you remember from last week, I got attacked by Dave Meltzer.
He flipped out and broke some shit in the other room. It sounds like a really bad horror movie sketch right there, like the attack of Meltzer. It's like, don't conjure his name. Meltzer. So, build up.
Cornell will have a star in it.
Oh, you have to. So
what's the build up? What happened here?
So we actually skipped the pay-per-view getting here. We did not do In Your House 6.
So the main event, by the way.
Oh, yeah, it was the main event this one. I forgot we
Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart in a fucking classic.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if you're an AEW fan, WCW fan, WWF fan,
ECW
Ring of
fan,
Honor,
whatever,
ECW, don't care. This match has to be in your list of, even if it's a top 10, I'll even give you a top 20. It still has to be.
Let it be my top 20, because they wouldn't be my top 10.
Yeah,
My top 20,
It has to be in that. I mean, this is the Iron Man match.
HBK,
you know,
man. It's awesome.
Was it, and is this his first?
Yeah, Michael's first win.
This is the in the ring with the belt?
Technically his first main event at WrestleMania 2, because unfortunately last year I got preempted by LT and Bam Bam, so he got robbed by that, you know. But whatever, we're not here to discuss that. But no, it was his first time with the belt, and talk about a match that really, take the behind the scenes stuff out, you know, this really didn't happen. It's just like Hart Taker from Royal Rumble. There was really no build other than Michaels won it. He won the Rumble, and Hart's champion. So guess what? You're fighting each other. And then they added, said there must be a winner. We want to see who the best is. So we're gonna make it 60-man Iron Man. And so
double overtime.
And we really get them. You know, the stories like Taker Hart. The story's told in the ring, not beforehand. Which once again, Hart was the man.
And like you said last episode, I don't know.
Yeah, last week. Yeah.
You have to go watch this match.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, go check it out. It definitely.
If you're not familiar with what we're talking about,
if you're a wrestling fan, there's just certain matches you should have already seen. I don't care what era you're from. There's just certain matches that you should already have checked off, and this is one of them. So you have to go check that out.
And Mania has a lot of those.
Oh yeah, no, I mean it's showcasing the Immortals. It's just showcasing the Immortals.
Yeah.
So
next year's Mania, we have one for you that you need to watch.
Yeah, we won't be covering, but it will be required viewing for sure.
But we're not watching that match, unfortunately. Well, I don't want to say unfortunately.
Here's the match.
Actually, I don't want to say unfortunately this time.
This match is actually really good. We're going to do, it's Diesel versus The Undertaker. With Paul Bear and Swarm.
Meltzer's barking.
Meltzer's barking. He's like, I didn't give this enough start. I don't like Kevin Nash. So anyways, the build-up here, so we missed the last pay-per-view. We did not do In Your House 5. Or sorry, 6.
We did.
We did 5. Yeah, sorry, we didn't do In Your House 6. But the main event that night...
Because Taker's still not doing anything.
No, he's not making an appearance. Fuck that shit. Don't nerd out on us. Go suck a dick. I hate these fucking smarts.
Wow. I thought that's what we were.
You know, we are about like us.
Like
it's okay. Yeah, we're above these guys. That's how smarky we are. We're like, well, we're not those guys smart. So, so during the main event cage match, we already talked about how Diesel cost Taker the match at Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Diesel got himself a shot.
You don't do that.
He worked his way up. And so now, at In Your House 6, cage match. To make sure that no one interferes. Mm-hmm. And it's Diesel, Bret Hart. Another, not as good as their Survivor Series encounter, but yet another solid match. Once again, you get Hart in there, it's like you can't have a bad match with Hart. God damn it.
Diesel like Taker.
Yeah.
Good working big man.
Yeah, when you gave him something to do, it's like he can do it, you know. So that match would end weird when Diesel looked like he had it won, and yet when he goes to climb out, the earth opened up.
Happened?
Oh my God! Taker comes up from hell, grabs grabs Diesel, pulls him down, and dude, the struggle from Diesel is what sold that. Cause now, you know, I am afraid of the dark. Well, you were afraid then, buddy, because dude, he's panicking, and Taker is yanking him. It's almost like we talked about the famous shot of Michaels being dragged into the coffin at Royal Rumble '98, where you just see him scrambling.
Yeah.
And it's that iconic to me. It didn't really get to that level. We don't really see it a whole lot, but to me, it's on that level of just like, God damn, like the camera's just perfect, the fear on Diesel's face, and to see him literally fighting, and then the smoke.
As long as you sell that fear, you know,
and the smoke puffs up, and at this point, Hart's like, fuck this! He gets out, climbs out, grabs the belt, and goes. Like, there's no celebrating, there's no. He's like, nope, not my fight.
He could be next.
Gets out there, and then there's just nothing, and then Diesel pops back up with one pant leg grip, and dude looks shaken, climbs that cage. Taker pops up after him, and doesn't just go after him, he just kind of stalks forward. He didn't have to leave. He knows he's got his number. And Diesel gets out there. He's shaking. He's got to still circle around to get to the entranceway. And dude, Taker's circling like a lion in the cage, or a tiger in the cage. Just literally, I'm coming for you. And Diesel knows it, dude. And now at this point, Diesel gets out and he's mouthing, but now he's like, shit. Like, at any point, he can come over that cage, and I don't want any part of that, so he gets away.
So now they've cost each other a title.
Yep. And now they're tit for tat, and now it's time to settle the score. Now Taker's known for his mind games, and really the only one I can remember. And they did show it, but it was earlier in the night in an interview with Diesel. They didn't show it before them. There wasn't even a hype package for this, fuckers. But they did show that they bring out the coffin, and it wasn't the casket. It was actually a coffin this time. But when you open the coffin up, it was a mannequin of Diesel. But it was like kind of decent looking. It looked pretty lifelike. But of course,
what was it, Glenn?
No, he's still Isaac Yankem at this point. But no, he looked at, he saw him, so he saw what could potentially be him. You know, he knows that casket match. It was signifying, it's symbolizing it's going to be the death of Diesel. And so literally he's like, "Fuck." So we're here. But in an interview prior to this match, early on, he says he's not afraid. He didn't say he's afraid of dark. I wish he would have popped that out again, but he didn't. He's like, "I'm not afraid. I'm cool. I'm Big Daddy cool. I'm Big Daddy cool for now."
He's Big D.
And guess what? He's the Big D this time. And he says, "You know what? I'll take care of it out there." And yeah, that's what we get. So he comes out there. Out comes Taker. And while looking at this, there's no stare down. There's no. Diesel takes it right to him from the start. And that's what I like.
We haven't saw that in
a long time. And once again, like Hart, we got to a point now where Taker's a little bit more humanized. He's not the boogeyman that he once was.
Yeah.
He can still play mind games.
And he's still that whole earned storyline kind of played into that.
And so I feel like now,
you've went on a.
Yeah, we already went through, beyond kayfabe there. So I feel like at this point now, and the thing is, Diesel's, he doesn't have the expertise that Hart has, but he does still have the strength and height and, size. So it's like, he can just take it to him and not without repercussion. He's not worried about it. He won't go up there and just whoop his ass. Yeah. And so he does that. And we get this really good back and forth. For a big man match, and don't take anything away, this is still a big man match.
It is.
It's really well done.
Oh.
Like, for both men, not really any botches I can think of that come to mind.
No.
There's really nothing, not really slow pace either. I mean, I feel like, where the last match was a slow burn, this one's kind of, it has this pacing, whatever, but for the most part, it's hard hitting. They go at it.
It was almost perfect.
Yeah.
Really,
for a Diesel Taker match.
The length of the match.
Yep.
Two big guys.
Yep.
Well, again, we're talking like working big guys.
Yeah. And they both brought, and Diesel looked incredible here. Like, he looked jacked. Like, I don't know what was going on between there. Maybe he's getting himself in shape for WCW.
And I was saying, and we talked off the air a little bit about this, and I know how you hate to repeat conversations.
Oh, I hate to have the conversation before. I always just like saying it,
but don't
drag it out.
We like to talk, but Diesel was almost not even almost, like he was peaking. He wasn't quite there yet. Like he was, like there was so much more. Obviously, so much more for him in WWF. Yeah. A part of me wants to like slap Vince McMahon for just saying, nah, can't do it.
No.
What am I trying to say here? Good luck in your future endeavors.
Yeah.
Like,
he really should have hung on to him because honestly,
McMahon literally gave him the blessing to move on.
Yeah.
That's a true story. He didn't fight it.
No.
But it's like, Nash.
I didn't have the money to do so, but still.
I know, but Nash had so much more.
Yeah.
It's like he was just getting fucking fired up.
I was thinking, as soon as he lost that world title to Hart, that's when his personality changed for the better. Yeah. And honestly, he's showing more personality. And literally, when you're watching these last 4 or 5 pay-per-view Diesel matches, it's like you're watching Kevin Nash. You really are, because it's like that's what he would become. And you're just like, God, he has so much more to offer. Like, he has so much more potential here. And don't get me wrong, I'm glad it worked out the way it did, because then we get the NWO.
Yeah.
But it's just like, goddamn, I really would. You would have been managed so much more betterly here. He would have been betterly here, and so it really was I don't know. I feel like it really was a missed opportunity. I feel like with Hall, he needed to leave because they weren't going to do anything with him here. I don't think.
Yeah, well,
but unfortunately, when he went there, he became second fiddle anyway.
And we had the conversation on other wrestling things we've done.
Yeah.
Because Hall obviously, I can't put words in your mouth. Maybe not favorite of all time. But
no, he's my favorite of all time. Okay. No, all time. Yeah, Scott Hall, original.
Never had a world championship in WWF.
He's one. To me, in my opinion, he's the greatest guy to ever hold the world title. So,
but it's
and he had the tools to do so. That's the thing. That's so.
But you could, like you said, you could almost say Hall wasn't going anywhere.
And the thing is that
he had already peaked.
Yeah,
it was still fine. Razor was. But he wasn't really as hot. I think he'd already peaked. I think by this time he's already.
In '96, he's already down. And he knew it. And I think that's why he knew he had to get out there.
But Nash is on the upswing.
Yeah.
There's a part of me that wants to go into conspiracy theory territory.
Oh, go ahead. We got time.
And have Hall go, because Hall had done all the talks first with Bischoff at WCW.
Mm.
You know, he gets an offer, blah, blah, blah. You know, him and Diesel, obviously, have always been close friends. Yeah. He goes, you know, he starts to think, like, you know, right here, almost like Hogan when he jumped ship.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was clear, and he said in interviews, and other people said in interviews, his WWF run had become stagnant.
Yeah.
Like, he had definitely...
You could tell it was about watching. I mean, the fans...
plateaued.
Yeah, it was like, there's nothing you could do. I mean, what was he going to do?
And it's like, Hall, maybe he thought the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, popularity-wise and financially, he had already plateaued and maybe even started to kind of on that downswing. Nash, on the other hand, I don't know his finances.
Yeah.
But his popularity, his match quality, his matches in general, you know, he was still on the rise.
Yeah.
Now, did Hall go to him and like, or maybe even see that and go, man, I want to take that with me, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Not saying like to knock him down a peg, but like to say like, you know, not say, man, I've done all I can do here. I'm going to this other company. You know, wish me luck, brother.
Yeah.
It's like, no, come with me.
Yeah.
No, come with me. Even though you still have obviously plenty more to prove here.
Yeah. I think it's more just he wanted his friends to come with him because there's already been reports that Michaels was going to lead at one point, but Vince did hang on to him. Like Vince's like, oh no, you're not going.
He grabbed him right by the dick.
But you know, he grabbed Nash, he grabbed Six, or 1, 2, 3 Kid. So I feel like he took them with him. Of course, Triple H has already been over there, so he's just kind of like, no, you go back, and he knew.
Yeah, where was Triple H and talking to them and saying, you know, you don't want to go there. Of course, his experience was different because when they did go over there, they were the
top guys, exactly. But in all honesty, maybe I'm not trying to justify or like that, but
that's fine.
With Hall, I don't think he was ever. I think whenever you would lump him in as like those wrestlers who just never had the world title, like Piper or Roberts or whatever, Mr. Perfect. I don't think it hurts it because I feel like he comes from that mentality of he didn't need it, and even though I never liked that description, whenever like, well, why did Piper have a world title? Well, he didn't need it. He was already over.
Yeah.
It's like I don't like that because like, well then, couldn't you say Flair's over? Why did he need it? Why did Hogan need it? He's already over.
Yeah.
It makes no sense when you flip it around. So I don't buy that, but I think Hall truly did think because I mean, you're telling me he couldn't give himself a deal in WCW where he can just win it for a month? I guarantee he could have. I just don't think he really cared. I think honestly he was honestly just like money.
I know.
I'm work. And once again, of those guys, I think he was a guy who actually liked to work because even when he comes back, I mean now Diesel certainly or Nash certainly had knee issues later on.
Yeah.
But even those early days, Hall's the guy who's working. You watch any the War Games matches, Hall's the first one out there. Diesel will come, Nash will come out a little bit later. It's like no, Hall's the guy that worked. Hall was the greatest IC champion, or one of them, because he liked the work. It's like, Nash held it, or Diesel held it, but it's like, he wasn't out there putting in the work. He was just, he used it as a transition to actually go to the world title, whereas Hall was using it actually as a working man's title.
Yeah.
Like Arn Anderson, the TV title. He was like that, in my opinion.
Okay.
So, I don't think, Hall cares as much. But I guess as a Scott Hall fan, it is kind of like, shit, I just wish he could have won it just once, just to put it on the resume. But we're not taking a detour through Cuba / Miami, Florida.
I was going to say that I'm not finished.
Oh, not finished.
I'm not finished.
You're not afraid of the dark. You're not afraid of the dark.
I'm not afraid of the Hall. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of the Phantom. I mean, I know you know him.
Nobody get that reference.
But
not even people we know watch the show.
But as WWF is going on, from where we're at, like Hall as Razor Ramon was far more trapped in a gimmick than Nash as Diesel.
I will say no to that only because I feel like as a face, yes. And I feel like Diesel would say
Hall really sounds like this, man?
Well, not so much that, but I think had we... Because when he first showed WCW, he would also sound like that, and they put next to that.
They sued the shit.
Yeah. So I think he could have made that work regardless. I feel like what we saw, his Canadian tuxedo, the denim outfit he shows up in, I think that's always been inside Hall, regardless. And I feel like if they would have done a heel turn at some point, because at this point, I think Razor Ramon as a good guy did go as far as it's going to go.
Yeah.
If you would have turned him heel and let his real personality come out, you can still keep the fake Cuban accent, but if you would have had that come out, like they did with Nash, once again, if we'd done this before, and I've been like, listen, there's a good guy in Diesel. They just gotta let him cut loose. You're like, oh no, I saw him as world champion. He sucked. But it's like as soon as he lost that title and turned heel, you saw the personality take off. I think Razor Ramon the same way. They would have let him turn heel and let him kind of embrace more of his own personality, bring back that Street Fighter gimmick a little bit, and literally see him cutting up with Hall. If you would have, or with Nash, if you would have somehow made that click tag team, kind of had the Outsiders team there, I think you would have had a pretty good tag team, really. And I think, honestly, you would have saw a different side. And once again, the fact that Vince hates tag teams, he would have been, well, that's what I'm saying, he would have been like, we're breaking that shit up right now. I think we would have saw Hall elevated because the fact that A, he wants to put the work in, B, he always had the crowd support. Good guy, bad guy, people always drew to him. And the fact that he was one of Vince's boys, I'm not saying it's outside the realm of impossibility for him to get himself a title shot. I'm not saying he would have had a great, lengthy 2-year run. He could have had for a few 4 months. He could have had it in between, like, a couple, like, whatever the big pay-per-views was. He could have been that transitional guy, like, I'll hold it until the next good guy takes over or whatever.
Yeah, but all I was getting at is, like, right now, where we're at right now,
as a good guy Razor, though, you're right.
96,
he was done. I mean, and he made the right choice.
Razor's on his way down. Diesel's on his way. It's still on his way up. Now I'm not saying it's a big, but
he still gets all the world title matches for this. So it's like he's still doing pretty good.
It always boggled my mind that like why he just still on an upswing in his career in the biggest company in wrestling to say, nah, I'm leaving. Like Paul made sense to me.
Yeah.
Because he may have done all that he could do there.
Well, Hall was money, and he probably felt he could grow somewhere else. I think Nash was also just money because I felt like
if you watch their interviews, like they're definitely they touch.
They don't hide. They don't hide the fact that But I'm saying from like if I'm looking at it, that's how I see it. Would be Hall was a mixture of both money and I need a place where I can actually stretch out. And whereas Nash is just like, well, no, I got Vince's ear. I could easily get that title back if I really wanted it. I know how to politic my way through it. Yeah. So I don't think he was worried about that. I think honestly he just sold the dollar sign.
Maybe Hall didn't want to go by himself. Maybe it's one of those things.
Yeah, I mean, once again, you're leaving.
Sean's not going.
Yeah.
Triple H, I don't know that this.
Well, and Waltman wasn't going at the time either. I mean, he still has some time in his contract. They had to wait a little bit for him to join him over there because he didn't come initially. So no, you're right. I think he just knew Diesel's contract was also going up. It's like, hey, you're going out the same time I am. Why not? It worked out.
All right, so let's get to the match. I am so sorry to go on that road.
I don't remember, like 3 weeks ago, we did a whole half hour before we actually got to the match.
So it's just like, I wanted to touch on that Diesel thing because we're reaching the end of this.
Well, I was saying, this is the last time we're going to talk to him about for a long. This may be the last time period because I don't know if they had any interactions.
And it's just like, to see the last couple months of his work, it's like, God damn, dude, like, why did he leave?
Yeah.
Like it's not
just
like
he was going. Yeah.
Usually guys will jump ship once they feel like they're being buried or they're being held back.
Yeah.
Like I said, Hall wasn't necessarily either one of those, but I feel like he saw he'd plateaued in that character and wanted something else and more money.
Yeah.
But like Diesel, like really, like you're gonna. I guess money talks. Let's move on.
Yeah.
I mean that's the.
That's what we're not going to go back to. It's going to be money talks.
Because it's like, man, you still had because that's what we talked about. Like he had another title run or two in him.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine him in the Attitude Era?
Oh, he would have been great.
In WWF.
Yeah. No, he would have been great. That's what I'm saying. Everybody tweet.
Would they have changed his name to Kevin Nash? You think anytime like took the Diesel off?
That I don't know. That's a good question. That's what I was with Razor Ramon. I was like. I think he'd always been stuck as Razor because even when he came back, he was referred to as Razor Ramon. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know, he may have just been stuck as
And they
Diesel.
inducted Razor Ramon into the Hall of Fame, not Scott Hall.
No. So it's hard to say in all honesty. But once again, Hunter Hearst Helmsley would become Triple H. Mm-hmm. And like I said, all these guys we mentioned a few weeks ago, they would all get tweaked. So I feel like, honestly, both Razor and Diesel would have benefited hugely because, A, it was that. In fact, he could have dropped that Cuban accent and just been like, "Listen here, this is stupid. I'm tired of being this one."
Yeah, but when you get that to there, you can play that.
You could. So honestly, who knows? They both could have blew up. But then that question is like, well, then would we have had Stone Cold, the Rock? You know what I mean? Like, once again, if they were up top and Michael's with them, they're probably doing the whole reign and tear. It's like, well, who's coming up to the top underneath them? So, it's easy to say what if, but you don't know exactly where it's going to go.
There's the famous phone call or whatever, like once Hall and Nash were down south, that I forget what shoot interview it was, I forget who said it, but basically like one called the other and was like, dude, it sucks that we're on opposite teams, but the clique runs wrestling now.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you have half of us here and half of us here.
Exactly. And that's what it was. I mean, it really was there too.
And look at the top guys at that time.
Well, it's great too because
with Hogan kind of
they even threw little signals to each other because Michaels would come out and do one of these to the camera.
Oh yeah.
And then Kevin Nash would be like, "Hey, we saw you, buddy. Right back at you." And it was just like, dude, that's fucking awesome. Like as a fan, even not knowing the real inner workings, you got that. Like you knew like he was talking to HBK, baby. It's like, oh.
And whether you can believe it or not, like whenever DX did the whole thing, they went to the arena. Like Hall and Nash both went on record saying we wanted to open the fucking door.
Yeah. And I believe that. I do.
A, it's our fucking friends, and we'd love them to have them come in here. And B, like, put WWF's top talent on your TV.
Exactly.
All the eyes are going to go over here.
Exactly. And
because when they're not in that WWF ring, they're in a WCW ring.
Yep.
That people are going to want to watch that.
Absolutely. So it's just one of those things where it's just like, there's no. And I think that's the other thing that people kind of, I'm not saying it's not like that later on.
Yeah.
But it's like literally there was no animosity between other companies.
I think they all got it.
They did. Yeah, everybody did. They just knew his business.
And like you mentioned, Michael, or maybe off the air, I can't remember. Yeah. Michaels was possibly going to do,
it was all. They literally did say he was wanting to go over, and that's the thing though was.
But that's the thing, like, well, where Vince is going to tell him, that's where as Hall and Nash, I'd be kind of mad. Where Vince is going to tell, no, pal, I'll match that.
Well, with him,
I'll keep you.
He still had quite a bit on his contract, so I think it's one of those things where it was going to be a break of the contract. Whereas the other two, he couldn't hold him. I truly think if they had more of the contract and tried to get out, he would have been like. Because actually, when Sean Waltman got out, he had that 9 days no compete clause. Because
who gives a fuck about it? Never mind.
The Giant spot was supposed to be Six's spot, and anyways, they pulled him out and they said, nope, we can't compete yet. So Giant became the first NWO member, or the next NWO member, and then Waltman or DBI. I don't remember, but either way, he was supposed to come a lot sooner. But when he became the sixth member, they were like, well, fuck it, 1, 2, 3, kid, add that shit together, becomes 6. He's the sixth member in NWO. Writes itself.
Well, for fuck's sakes, like, and we're still going on a rant. I know you need to get back to parts unknown.
That's all right.
North, but the original plan for the NWO was for it to be all
WWF guys,
to have that invasion style.
Well, I think that's kind of pretty early on. Even though they kept trying to keep it, it was still just kind of like, well, we're playing fast and loose with that anyways, so...
It's going to be like Rude and Macho Man, Hogan, Hall, Nash...
even your lower guys like
Virgil.
IRS, Virgil, Boss Man. But then, of course, it was just like, well, then you got Giant, Buff Bagwell, Conan. We're just like, well, fuck it. It's, it is what it is.
But by that time, it was already clear it wasn't an invasion. Because, in '96, the internet was like very, very young.
Limited, primitive.
So you could kind of, without saying it, you could kind of hint around that, like, hey, these guys are invading us from up north.
Exactly.
Anyways, what match are we talking about again?
Right. So we're back on Diesel and Taker.
WrestleMania 12.
112. So we started off.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. You're nice. They expect at this point. Our hardcore fans, they know what's going on here.
All right.
So, anyways. Started off pretty hot. They clobber each other. Once again, this is going to be a brief match. Like, literally, there ain't a whole lot of highlights. It's a good match. We get right into it. Once again, we're seeing Diesel use his strength to actually weaken Taker.
All 7 moves.
We're seeing that human-sided, Taker once again. He definitely did that hair flip, hardcore. My favorite little moment in this is the double big boot. And it's like, dude, got legit. The agility and timing you have to do to pull that off, that actually is pretty incredible considering the two guys involved. Not necessarily Taker, but I'm looking at Nash, I'm like, wow. But I was like, it gets going to show like they were both at the top of their game right here. So they big boot each other, put each other down. We get to the finale. Once again, this really is a pretty straightforward match. There isn't really a whole lot of chicanery. Ain't a whole lot of chicanery or whatever going on. Diesel does want to get the upper hand and jackknife.
I know, like,
and you're like, holy shit! But he doesn't first cover. And that's the thing. As a kid, I probably would have been like, what the fuck? Like, this is why are all these heels so stupid? You had it won. I remember going on a little side rant briefly when Boss Man fought Hogan in a cage on Saturday Night Main Event back in '88, '89.
He didn't get hung, did he?
He didn't get hung in that one.
We'll talk about that.
We definitely will. That's what I can't wait for too. I like the match. We'll the build up. Anyways, Zeus attacks Hogan before the match even gets started, right?
Oh shit!
Throws him in the cage. Ring the bell, and everybody's just like, wow, the commentator was like, he can just walk out now with no world title. And as a kid, I was like, a Hogan fan, it's like, that is kind of stupid. Like, why don't you just walk out? He's like, I'm going to toy with him. Ha ha, I got it. I'm just like, take the title to go back and beat his ass. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Literally, just walk outside, take the title, go back and beat it. It's like Diesel, Penny, 1, 2, 3, and then beat him up afterwards. Like, what's so hard about this? But this isn't a break from character because in '95, that's how he loses the title. This is the first time it happens on pay-per-view in WWF, at least WWF. Hart goes through the Spanish announce table. And people are just like, holy shit. If you ever saw that, and dude's like, Hart's hurt, we have to stop the match.
It's a good thing that didn't become a thing.
Yeah, right, it didn't catch on. That didn't catch on at all. They throw him back in the ring, and he's in there fucking with him. Give him for a powerbomb, and Hart collapses, and he's smiling like, ha! And when he goes to pick him up, small package, and 1, 2, 3, he loses. And this has been the theme for Diesel. Is anytime he hasn't won, his arrogance gets in the way, and he wants to brag about it. And so you can argue that, well, I mean, he ain't learning from his mistakes, but it's like it's not against his character. That's what he does. And once again, this is in an era before kicking out everybody's finisher.
Yeah.
You didn't do that. So when he hit the jackknife, why wouldn't he think he's dead? In fact, he doesn't get up for the longest time. And then he stands over him. Come on, dead man. Get up. Gives him a little nudge. He finally does sit up. He's not worried. He beats his ass down again.
Yeah, usually the setup results in a...
Yeah. That's a Hulk up moment. That's even for the good guy.
Nationals right now.
Nope. Kicks him or gives him the knee. Does another jackknife.
We forgot to mention last week the...
Oh, he did. He gets the bird. Yeah.
Bird,
that's what I'm saying.
Wasn't a thing.
Wasn't the Attitude Era yet. We ain't afraid of the dark. We ain't afraid of those censors yet. But he threw the bird.
I didn't mean to go back a week, but I just remember that.
You're right.
That's part of that.
We forgot about that.
Attitude change.
So that's what I'm saying. You can tell, and I don't care what anybody says. Russo definitely had.
Diesel wouldn't have done that.
No, but Kevin Nash's Diesel would. This new Diesel does. The Big D does that.
Yeah.
So picks it back up for another jackknife. Boom. It still doesn't do it, and you're like, God damn. But once again, no. And then he decides to go for a pin, but then Taker grabs him by the neck. We're talking Bob Barker, Adam Sandler, boom, raises up.
Yep.
And of course now Taker's starting to freak, beats him back down, goes back. Oh, again, he does this 3 times, and I'm like, the first 2 times fine, but like third time, like, really? Quit going back again. They just drop an elbow or something. God damn. But finally, Taker fights back, and then it looks like at one point, no, that's it. He hits the giant clothesline, or the big jumping clothesline, which beautifully executed. We tried to mention earlier in the night, Taker does a flying crossbody at one point. I was like, where did that come from?
And even the commentators were like, what the hell?
You don't see that, bro. So, kind of shows again, Taker, kayfabe or not, is digging deep and pulling out stuff that he's like, this is a different kind of opponent. Like, I've been exposed as clearly I'm no longer the scary boogeyman. I have to wrestle now, and this is the guy that is going to bring the fight to me. So I like the idea.
He's not scared of the dark.
No, he's not scared of the dark. So I like the fact that this guy literally is pulling out new moves. So hits the crossbody, but at the end, beautiful diving clothesline, and then tombstone pile driver, and he doesn't buck around. Follows the arms. Get excited. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. Taker wins, and. To me, he didn't make either one of them look that weak because, once again, it's not like...
There was a shitty choke slam in that match.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't. But he's a big guy, and I'm like, but Pat. And like I said, it's always going to be better than Giant Gonzalez, and keep no money when you take
Those motherfuckers could play along, though.
Yeah, exactly. And once again, Taker did the fall down with him, so it worked. I mean, it looked like it was legit. But once again, it didn't make either one of them look weak because, once again, Diesel didn't have his move punk because, he hit him with the powerbomb and he waited for so long.
Yeah.
And the second one waited long. So it's not like it made the jackknife look weak.
Yeah, nobody kicked out.
No. And then once again, it's like no one kicked out the tombstone ever at that time. So it's like, it is what it is. So it's just like, no, neither one of these look weak. It just made Diesel look like a little foolish. Once again, he's the heel. He's supposed to be a little foolish, So there it is.
Well, it's not just the heel, but obviously, he's not scared. He wants to. He's arrogant, super arrogant. Yep. He wants to,
And once again, put this character we mentioned before.
I hit him with a jackknife. Yeah. I'll do it again, but let me kick him.
I'm going to show you guys just how much of a jackass this guy is. Not much of a fallout here because honestly, until a few months later, Taker don't really get any kind of major play. It's just he's kind of climbing. He's basically re-climbing that ladder. Honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I mean, that may be a legit question. Maybe he took a couple months off just to kind of recharge his batteries or whatever. But kayfabe wise, he's just kind of rebuilding. I mean, once again, he was knocked out the title picture,
Yeah.
and he
had to do another fucking detour.
Yep. But he got revenge. He got his win back from Nash, and now he's going to go work that ladder again. But he's going to be some interesting characters on the ladder. I promise you that, and I can't wait to get to those. But this match, give us your review. What'd you think of this match by itself?
3 stars.
3 stars?
I'm giving stars right off the bat.
Okay.
3 stars. It was nice to finally see. Now, Yoko is kind of an exception, but it was nice to see big guy versus big guy. Actually, Nash is bigger than Taker.
Yeah.
Taller, at least.
Yeah. Well, I think even his muscle mass was even bigger, too. Like, even that bear hug and slam into the pose, it's like, oh, there you go.
Great match.
Yeah.
And again, and I said this a couple times earlier in this, 2 big guys that could work.
Yeah.
Not just a big guy that's going to be like, ugh.
Yeah.
At
At least John Gonzalez had great reactions.
I guess. And that's another thing. Like I've went over and over and over, and like again and again and again, talking about the fear of these opponents. Like really sell it for me too.
Yeah.
Like to see these great big guys, they get in the ring and they'll do these promos, and they'll cut. Then when that fucking match starts, they're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, that casket's scary, or just the Undertaker himself scary, or the urn, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Like, and finally have like Nash be like,
yeah,
literally,
yeah, get in the bird. We're going to do this thing. You know what? Because I mean, at that
and
point,
he showed it.
Yeah, and the thing is, I think he used that lot. Like Bret Hart's like, I can out wrestle him.
Yeah.
And he knew that.
Yeah, Hart really wasn't scared either.
And so Diesel was thinking the same thing. He's like, well, I know I can outpower this guy. Like, I'm bigger than this guy.
Yeah.
And I just got to show him. And so it's just one of those things where you got to overcome your own fear on kayfabe level. Overcome your own fear, bring in your strengths, and work on that. And I think you can even say, like, he saw Hart do it. He's like, well, shit, he's not the boogeyman. He's human. If Hart can get him down, I can get him down. And
even in losing, I mean, still never showed the
No, yeah, didn't scar him for life.
Like, it wasn't like midway through the match where Nash was finally like, okay,
shit, You do see that a lot too. Like Mabel kind of starts off normal, but then it's like, oh shit, Kama saying this. So I mean, you get that moment too where you get that people who are like, it's like themselves
I was saying we've had guys who've came into the matches like,
I ain't scared of you, and then holy shit.
Nash it's Diesel. At this point.
Well, he's so Nash-like at this point, though. It is kind of hard to keep saying Diesel, but
never wavered, know.
Would you argue that this? I mean, I know you know the answer, but we'll set you up for the question anyways. Would you argue this is his best Mania match so far?
Yeah, but as soon as I give you the answer, you're going to change the question.
Good, sorry.
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It definitely is. I mean, because at this point, I think we already said it's sad that like Snuka was his best one to date, and it's like that can't be. But you're looking back like, no, his Roberts match is disappointing. Let's just gloss over Gonzalez and Bundy. It's like, fuck, Snuka was his WrestleMania highlight so far. So it is glad to finally be able to bury those 4 matches.
Yeah.
And actually, I mean, even though the streak's not even a thing yet, it is kind of nice to be like, no, this is the starting point. I mean, for a lot of people. On paper, the other one's looking good for whatever reason, but from actually watching this shit, this is the first point where like, no, I'm proud of this guy. Like now, it's actually something to be proud of.
Yeah.
So.
And story-wise, built pretty quickly.
Yeah, but still real well.
And I mean, but built strong.
Yeah.
Started out not afraid of the dark, not afraid of the dark, not afraid of the dark. Match goes on. Mm-hmm. Diesel interferes, costs him the title shot.
Yep.
Flips him off. Diesel has his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Taker costs him the title shot.
Shook
And
him up
like you said, like that's the only thing that's like at that point he was obviously terrified.
Yeah.
Or at least shaken.
Shaken for
Maybe not
shaken.
terrified.
Yeah. Well, for a moment though, he definitely was. So.
So it's like in between that time did he kind of build that?
Oh yeah, I think that's exactly what it was. He had to hype himself back up because it's like this is gonna happen. Like the match is signed now, and so it's like now there's no.
Or fuck yeah, coming out of the ring and pull me into
I'm gonna see you coming this time. Like now, out.
Okay, fair enough. That was some scary shit. You got me.
Yeah. But now it's like now you're gonna be in the ring. There's nowhere to hide.
Face
So
to face,
me and you, just let's see who the bigger man really is.
Incredible. And you get 2 former champions. I mean,
Yeah.
Of course,
I mean,
Diesel more.
It really
recent.
is, yeah, but it really is like a Clash of Titans. It really, I mean, once again, I will keep using that, but it really is like, this is what WWF's all about, is these larger life characters, and you get to see them clash,
Yes.
and it really is like...
And it goes back to that, like, that I was saying before, like, seems like Taker gets on this road to, it's almost like our show. It's on this road.
We got a path we're trying to go to, but...
He starts here, and he wants to go here. But it's like, son of a bitch.
Yep.
And he gets back on, and he's like, fuck.
Yep.
And it, Diesel was just another offshoot of that.
Yeah.
And we got more matches in between.
Oh, there's more offshoots than you believe me, but yeah.
We'll see,
WrestleMania
next year.
Yeah. We'll see
No spoilers.
Yeah. They're waiting on every word. They don't know anything we're talking about. They're like,
I know.
What happens next week? I want to know.
I didn't say next week, next year.
Yeah, but I'm saying they don't know that. Every week they're just like, well, I can't wait to hear about what happens at the next in your house or whatever.
It's like, it's I'm jumping way ahead, but it's like his road, more than anybody else's, I feel like, is like that. Like,
yeah, he's a very storied
I might be
career.
Wrong. God, I might be wrong. I don't think he has any like very super lengthy title reigns.
No,
he's got a few.
I think the next one,
a few title reigns, but like it's just it's so.
I know he had a good one after I quit watching. So beyond 2007, let's just forget about those. I mean, you got to be like, well, back in 2010, I don't give a fuck. I don't know. But as far as this coming up, when he wins it after 13.
He does.
Oh wow. So, yeah, we spoiled it. But he does have this summer. But then, of course, after that he loses it. But that's probably his lengthiest one. And honestly,
Taker's one of those guys like.
You can make the argument he doesn't need a title.
You could say if he right now in 2020 never had a world championship,
it wouldn't hurt him.
His career would be the fucking same.
Exactly. It's like that's the definition. That's the textbook definition of doesn't need a title because it's like. He doesn't. And I guess, honestly...
And dude, up to this point, every time he's not won it, it's been some kind of shady...
Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, again, the fact that he's taken these side roads is what keeps him going. Because, I mean, it's like, the drive is still there. He still wants that title, but it's just like he's constantly being...
It's like he's on the road to the title. It's like, there's King of the Ring.
I
don't really need it, but, it'll be a shortcut. If I go here, then I'll help you. Of course, he gets fucked over there, and then like,
and at that point, it's another detour from that detour. So it's all it is.
But you really, we need like a roadmap of his career, though. The way that his storyline.
Yeah, I thought about that. Have like a good timeline.
Can you do that? Do you have the skill to do that?
I really don't. If someone out there could do it for us, if you guys could do some kind of like timeline of the Taker.
Because we're just 5 years into his career, 6 years into his career right now, and
we have a good run. I mean, we got a good.
It's already all over the place, but he came in as a top guy.
Yeah, I mean, he literally has got the most storied career of any wrestler out there, and like I said, these 6 months alone, highs and lows. There's still more there than most wrestlers will get in a lifetime. Like, seriously, a lot of guys will just be there on the roster for a year. You'll get one angle here and there, go back to doing nothing, come back. It's like, no, he was always involved with something. And we're getting to the summer that I'm just like...
And with this match included, and actually this block of shows that we taped, I mean...
oh, God, I've been wearing a shirt for a whole month.
Yeah, no shit. This is a turning point in his career.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It took a while. Now, not that he's been doing terrible.
But I think now it's the management backstage. They know it's like, no, he can work good matches.
Yeah, they've gotten out of this. Let's make him this big guy and like make him, no, he's a fucking worker.
Exactly, and even now he's getting away from that zombie take.
Yes,
it's like now he's still obviously we haven't lost Darkside yet, but now it's like he's less. No sell Taker, but now he's more like I got a little bit of personality. There's a little bit more fire to my promos. A little bit more.
The urn got fucked with.
That's what it is exactly. Now it's like even once again.
The urn they have now, it's not the same urn.
No, and beyond kayfabe, you can just be like, don't fucking matter, Paul. In fact, if beyond kayfabe, you probably just said, just start a channel away. We'll just buy another urn. It's not a big deal. Like we'll just literally.
No!
It's like we'll tell them we did it. But it's like fuck it. We not even.
Eventually, gonna not need him either.
We'll get to that this year too. Can't fucking wait. So, anyways, for my review.
Sorry, I know.
Oh, you're fine. It's pretty much the same thing. I got nothing really new to add to that because you're right. I mean, this match, for what it was, in fact, I think it's what it is. I think I went into this match with low expectation because it was just like, what's going to be another big man Taker match? And it's nothing against either man, or even in the past when he fought big man, but nothing against them. It's just like, it's just the chemistry's never there.
Yeah.
And I felt like it was going to be the same thing. It's like, no, they both brought it. Yeah, I'll just be repeating what you said. So honestly, same thing. I'm going 3 stars as well. So this will even out at 3-star match. So no, it's finally glad to see him at this stage. So
yeah.
So we are skipping the next In Your House, unfortunately, because
Taker don't work in your house.
But we'll work the next one. In fact, the next one's got a fun story to it anyways, because technically it was a 2-night In Your House due to some weather issues.
Hurricane.
Bit of a tornado, hurricane.
This is Austin Vegas strap match.
Yep. So technically,
So are we doing that one?
We are doing that match, unfortunately. But we're doing a good match though. But we'll be doing the.
Salvio Vega did not dance in Austin's face.
Fucking Salvio Vega and that fucking dance. Anyways, so this will be the Beware of Dog 2. Even though when you watch on the network, they got put together just like In Your House, Beware of Dog. So yeah. They didn't split the pay-per-view up on the network. Although you can see where the split happens, though, because they literally do say, like, well, sorry about that, thanks for joining us tonight. So it is kind of neat that there's, like, 2 main events on that one show. But either way, come back next week when we talk about... No, not next week, because next week is the 4th of July. I can't believe I forgot already.
Oh my God, it will finally be free.
So we'll have a week off. So we hope you guys enjoy it. Whatever your current conditions are, we already established, even during this taping, that we shoot these... We're shooting this motherfucker at the beginning of May. We haven't even get to Memorial Day yet. We've already had you guys wished a good Memorial Day and everything else. Be safe. Once again, wherever you're at, we know they're reopening, but please just use caution when you go out there. Our state, I guess when this airs, will be... next week is supposed to be reopened, so we hope that, everybody stay smart, stay safe.
Yeah.
Don't act like idiots out there. And once again, just, be real. Once again, you guys want your wrestling crowds back? I'm tired of hearing this guy cry there's no crowd. If you want your crowds back, stay inside your fucking house and wash your hands. And guess what? It may take a while, but we'll get it. We had to slog through 95, all right? We had to slog through 95. We know what it's like to have to wait for something good. But guess what? When you get to 96, it's so sweet. It makes it so much better. You enjoy these matches more because you're like, well, shit, at least it wasn't King Kong Bundy or IRS versus Taker. It's like, yes, because we went through the worst. Go through the bad with us. Just stay home, stay quarantined. Let's get this thing blown over, and then we can all enjoy wrestling and life and movies and everything else together again. So, guys, have a great 4th of July with your loved ones. Stay safe. I won't be able to eat it, so have a big chili dog on me. And, I'm Daniel.
Simon.
Guys, we'll catch you next time. Oh, shit. Didn't always run, sorry. Hi. Thank you for watching that video. Be sure to give us a thumbs up, share it, subscribe to our channel. All that good stuff you do right here on YouTube, go ahead and do it. Check out our other videos. Go to our playlist. We got episodes of TPS TV, Journey Through the Darkside. We got a new show coming out, the horror movie review with Daniel Richardson. This guy. And of course, our short film, Entropy. You can find all that and more right here on YouTube. And then check out, yeah, look at that. All of our social media right there. And we don't just, copy and paste like the same post and put it on all. No, that's ridiculous. 3 different platforms, 3 different posts. I mean, the behind the scenes stuff you see on Twitter will not be the same stuff you see on Instagram. So there you go, right there. So be sure to give us a follow and a like on all that right there. Keep up to date. Have you seen Unspeakable Acts yet? No? Come on. Pick you up the DVD right now. Links over there. Oh, yeah. It's only $7. $3 shipping and handling. And of course, if you've already seen it and you haven't seen the public domain dungeon yet, boom, $5 DVD right there. So 5 S&P as well. Or sorry, 3 S&P as well. So there you go. Do that. And if you got the spare change, you want to hit us up, donate a little bit over here to TPS Productions. Our Patreon is right there. Oh yeah. So that's all we. Oh my God, sorry. I'm getting fired, ain't I? Guys, that's all we got. Thank you for watching.